societies in arid climates like the Sonoran Desert in Baja California or the Gulf of Oman Desert have ingenious water systems to manage equitable access to water, like Aflaj. Who better to explain Oman's ancient water management networks than my friend, colleague, and fellow water nerd? Over to you, Reshmina.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Reshmina William, and I'm a Senior Project Manager with the ISLE Americas office. Those of you who've seen my handshake video on the ISLE website will know that my time growing up in Oman was what really sparked my love for water. As a desert nation, Oman has always had a deep cultural connection to water that shapes how it's obtained, used, and valued by society. One of the country's historical connections to water is its Aflaj system, a series of surface and underground aqueducts that's nearly 2,000 years old. So what is a falaj? Falaj, plural aflaj, are gravity-fed channels used to route water from a source above or below ground to where it's needed while minimizing lost evaporation. Aflaj Dalia are the oldest type of falaj in Oman and make up about half of all remaining system. And these falaj systems collect rainwater diverted by small dams and use them to primarily provide water for farming and other non-drinking water uses. Falaj Ainia are spring-fed falaj systems that convey water through shallow channels and aqueducts. These are typically very short channels, usually less than 1 kilometer in length, and they're mostly used for agriculture. They make about roughly 1/4 of Oman's remaining falaj systems. And finally, we have Aflaj Daoudi, which source high-quality water from an underground mother well, or al falaj. These underground falaj systems can be up to 60 meters below the surface and many, many kilometers long, making them very difficult to construct and to maintain. But they convey very high-quality water all the year round that can be used for many different purposes, including drinking water and ablution. Falages obviously provide a link to the past. Ancient legends claim that King Solomon commanded his army of jinn to dig Oman's falaj systems in a single day. However, modern researchers believe that Oman's falaj systems originated in Persia and were introduced to Oman thousands of years ago when its climate became markedly drier and hotter. Modern falages date back to about 500 AD, but archaeological excavations indicate similar falaj practices in the area dating back to as far back as 2500 BCE. And falages have become entwined with the cultural and religious practices of Oman. So the day-to-day management of falaj water is regulated by fiqh al-ma, which is a uniquely Omani branch of Islamic law that enshrines the fair sharing of water as a basic human right. It's one of the earliest forms of water law, and it manages the sharing of water between the towns, villages, and farms along a falaj as guided by astronomical observations. However, Oman's falaj systems are deeply embedded with the present as well. They support agriculture across the country to this day. Dates, pomegranates, and Jebel Akhtar's famous roses, which are used to manufacture Omani rosewater, are just a few of the crops supported by Aflaj systems. In fact, some Omani researchers estimate that Aflaj systems supply nearly 36% of the nation's freshwater requirements. In 2006, UNESCO awarded World Heritage status to 5 Oman's falages in recognition of their importance to the country's history and culture. In Nizwa, Falaj Daras has been integrated into a public park, which I actually got to visit on my last trip home. And watching families picnic and play near a system that brings the weight of nearly 1,500 years of history was a wonderful reminder of just how much water connects us all across time and space. With that, thank you for listening, and Joe, back to you.
Thank you, Reshmina. I love this. Aflaj are not only engineering marvels, but also cultural treasures that demonstrate the resilience and resourcefulness of ancient societies.